Gentlemen, there's a Night Stalker on their team. We have two choices. We can live in fear and let him destroy us, or we can fight. We can show that we are not afraid and meet the Night Stalker head on. I recommend the former. Gentlemen, we do not need to be afraid of the night when we have each other for light. Let's get it on. Purge tells me my Crystal Maiden build is quote-unquote ridiculous. I say to Purge, maybe you're right. Damn it, Weaver, I need you to get one or two last hits in this lane or we are fucked. The Stalker comes! Stay together, men, we can fight this demon. He is but a man in a bat suit. We can destroy him. Jesus! We've suffered heavy casualties, brothers. It's been a long campaign. But that cold, dark night does not come for all of us yet. You've almost got a Lincoln Sphere, that's great news! Only 30 more minutes till your first damage item. We're nearly there. Stay together, gentlemen, and this match can be ours. We will rise. We will fight. Behold, the doom will be right here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shit, that would have blown your fucking minds, though, if I was right. You would have been like, who is this kid? He's incredible. Gentlemen, I guard the coming of them. They don't see me, which makes me invincible.
We're gonna get him.
Oh, God! Run, gentlemen! They see everything! Run! They've wards for miles.
Oh, no.
Tiny has been doomed. Do everything you can to save him. Upon successful undooming, we will return. That man has a gem, and he will suffer greater than any man has suffered. Do not let this man get away. He has a gem. I'm soloing a Night Stalker. I've done it. I've soloed him. This is the first day of the rest of your lives. This is Crystal Maiden Carry. I have gone past the tower. I have gone past the barriers. And I see freedom at the other side. Push, brothers. Push with all you are. Weaver, I'm giving you the Eye of True Sight because I have more items than you. And because you're super bad. Gentlemen! They rally! But we rally harder and stronger. Alright, fine, we're out of here. Goodbye. We few. We proud. We will face them in their jungle. We will die at their hands. But not for our own creeps, but for theirs.
Weaver.
Good God! Good God! Gentlemen, I must push the bottom. Meet me in the jungle of destiny to test your wit and your lives. It is on this day, January 2nd, 2016, that our invoker ran blindly downhill into 5 enemies.
Lucky.
It was more on this day that Weaver, despite having all the farm in the game, had only a Lincoln Sphere to show for it. And it was on this day that Lion found out he was a homosexual after all. But what people will truly remember on that fateful night of January 2nd was the Tiny jumped in the middle of 5 dudes and died for no reason. But some say, as they pushed that middle tower with all of their might, one stood up and said no. Her name was Crystal Maiden, and she burned them down to hell where they belonged, and Weaver almost got a kill. And they remembered him
Yeah, baby.
for 1,000 years. He still almost got a kill. And right when Weaver was gonna get a kill, he still couldn't make it happen. And that was the day Dota finally died. Weaver finally got a kill. Thank you for playing. The time had come for Weaver to show that he could carry the game. He threw his children at the enemy. Then Lion jumped in like a crazy son of a bitch and somehow made it out alive. Night Stalker had a tiny bug chewing on his penis, and it freaked him out enough to walk away from the tower. And that was the last time they ever pushed mid again. Maybe. Invoker returned from his time to think about his stupidity, ready to kill.
I hate you. Shut up, bitch.
Tiny mustered up all of his courage and looked at the middle tower. It was on that fateful day he decided to say into the chat to rally his teammates, "Lion, you retard!" They all thought the mid would make it through the war. The tower's children cried at home when they watched the news. Night Stalker beat the mid tower. Crystal Maiden bought a smoke in an attempt to get her teammates to do what she wanted them to do. Tiny was nowhere to be seen.
Coming.
Tiny was coming. Weaver wasn't invited to the smoke because they thought he would just kill himself if he tried to use his brain. The team moved forward. They smoked up, and Crystal Maiden jumped in the middle of the roast pit with no warning, but no one was there. Then they decided to risk it all on the roast attempt of the century. Into the pit all four of them went, and one retarded Weaver who gave away their position.
Weaver.
It was game over if they had seen the dumb Weaver, which clearly they had. Weaver tried to muster a thought inside of his brain, but the only thing that came out was spaghetti. Spaghetti. They finished it anyway. Invoker snatched that Aegis up faster than a Nazi snagging up a bratwurst, and they went down the mid. That was a historical reference. Don't think too much about it. I'm not actually a racist. Invoker used his Aegis to run straight down the middle lane and kill himself, at which point his teammates flamed him relentlessly and called him a fucking retard. Invoker never played with slacks again. Invoker started running towards the base with none of his teammates near him for the third time in a row. He was instantly shot by a sniper and almost killed. Luckily for him, Lion had a mechanism. A regen rune lay in the river, where no one had a ward. This could be, for all intents and purposes, the game-winning rune. But who would claim it? And to what end? Crystal Maiden waited with a bated breath. No! A scepter
Hey, let's kill him.
lay at the back. Oh my... No, you prick!
Here.
My money! It was time to wait for Invoker, and they gathered for what could very well be the final battle. Invoker TP'd to the racks, and Tiny hit the racks thing, and before the Invoker could even make it, the battle was pretty much over. Weaver stayed behind for no reason. Someone could go into the base right now and finish the game. Invoker knew it was going to be him, if he just used his brain. He sat silently AFK in the most critical part of the entire match. And then he ran! He ran like a hero! Could he right-click it? Could he right-click it enough to be the champion? No. Can we do this? Can we save a life that has no business being saved? It was up to Weaver. Weaver fought those creeps harder than anything else he'd ever fought in his life. The years of oppression, the years of a special school and a short bus, it all came out now with every swipe of his little claws. No more calling him a retard, no more standing him up at school prom. This was Weaver's chance to prove them all wrong and take the base. He chose instead to do the ancients. They had to buy 70 seconds worth of time. Invoker decided to buy time by slowly killing himself in the mid. Crystal Maiden was the only chance they had. She went in! She didn't know if they had detection, but it was all she could do! She did it! Sniper was dead! Tiny had enough money to buy back, and by God did he not! He did not, even though he could. He really needed to. He super duper needed to buy back. Tiny did. He popped the BKB and managed to do the impossible.
Oh, we got him.
Crystal Maiden got him more kills. And the duo, holy fucking shit, kill this buyback piece of human excrement, destroy him, and everything he holds dear, crush his life out of his bones! And so, Crystal Maiden and Tiny soloed the bot back hard carry alone. The rest of the team watched in wonder, and Weaver thought he was playing League of Legends.
Just run up in that bitch willy-nilly and hit the barracks.
Invoker suggested the entire team kill themselves, and for some reason, Weaver thought it was the deal. They got the racks and moved back. The time had finally come. The mega creeps were pushing, and all through the night, everyone wanted to go in, but no one had the balls to start the fight. He had the balls to start the fight. And so CM ulted, right on top of their entire team. Almost everyone started dying. It was a fucking massacre, as CM single-handedly wiped most of them, then went back for the Doom, and pretty much soloed him too. No one was alive to know the tale except for Invoker, who would deny it ever happened for the rest of his life.
That one doesn't feel quite right.